Hi, it's Sherry Dinkins. I just wanted to do an updated video on how to format an annotated bibliography for our class. So oftentimes when I'm pasting things in that I've got from my database, sometimes things are kind of goofed up. So I need to check through and make sure it's done correctly. The first thing I want to notice is when I paste stuff in, is there extra like spaces? Are there extra spaces in front of the person's name? I want to make sure I get rid of those. I'm already noticing some kind of errors throughout, but we can fix those in just a moment. One thing I do want to say is as you're looking at things on the database and you click to actually view the article, the citation button here is like too old. So this is MLA 7th edition. That's kind of going back in time. We want to use something more recent, so we're going to use ICC, which is using 8th edition. Currently we are actually on 9th edition, but 8th or 9th edition is totally fine for our class. I'm going to copy this one, not the one from here, because this one is like an older version of that. So I'm going to go ahead and copy this one. When I paste it in, you'll notice that there's some weird things that happen. The italics falls off. I need to kind of go through and make sure everything's correct. So I'm going to put the italics back on there. As I pasted in other things, I noticed that, wait a minute, why did this guy's name get, kind of messed up? It should be like this. And you're probably thinking, wait, why do I have to make changes for that? Well, I'm the master of my domain. You're the master of your domain. You're the person who's making this. So definitely click on the samples to see what does it physically look like when you're looking at someone else's version. Does it have a header at the top? No, it has a page numbering feature, but there's no heading at the top. Does it have a footer at the bottom? Nope, but it does use the page numbering feature. So these samples are actually for your use to kind of see, am I on target? Have I kind of done it the way that Sherry Dinkins says it should be done? So take a look at these samples. They'll kind of save a lot of time there. So as I'm glancing through, this one is actually correct. I do need to get to the end of the title here and put Journal of Wood Science in italics. Whoop, didn't get the whole thing there. Gotta get the whole thing. There we go. And this one, the American Journal of Sports Medicine, should be in italics. I do need to remove the hyperlink. If I'm in Google Docs, I just click on Remove Link and it goes away. So I've got them basically done here. What I want to do now is I want to go to Times New Roman 12 points. That's the correct one for our use for MLA 8th or 9th edition. I do want to delete these extra spaces, and I know that kind of worries folks, but don't worry, we're going to fix that. We're going to go up here and pull the little triangle over to 0.50. Now that, and we're going to leave everything collected, see it's highlighted, I've grabbed it. I'm going to grab the little square and move it back to the gray area. There's another place that you can do, I think it's under Format, I can't remember, I think it's under Align Indent where you can actually do a special indentation options, but I find it easier just to do it the kind of physical way that I just showed you. As I'm there, I'm going to go up here and click on double space. I also want to check while I'm on this menu to make sure this does not say remove space, or custom spacing. I want to make sure none of those are kind of clicked on so that there isn't an extra space in between each one of these. So I've got it going on so far. I do need to add my my page number. I don't want to use the header feature. That will just repeat the same information on each page. We're going to use the page number feature, and we're going to use the simple top right hand. Now you'll notice that that's not in the correct font. So that's okay. I can change both of those at the same time. So I put my last name in. I didn't really put my last name in there. I make sure they're both selected. I hit 12. Now I'm ready to start writing my summaries. You'll notice that whenever I touch anything right next to the URL, it's going to get blue again. It wants to create a hyperlink. It's all excited, wants to leave me that. I want to leave the URL in there, but I want to hover over it and break that link. All right, so basically, this is what my version is going to look like when I turn it into the class. I don't need a header at the top. I just need my last name and page number using that page numbering feature. And I've got pretty much everything else corrected that I see that might be an error. If you don't know what you're looking at, go back to the samples. They're really, really helpful. And of course, you can always ask a librarian to help you, or you can ask a tutor at the Academic Support Services at ICC. to help you as well. So that's a short video on how to actually get your annotated bibliography in the correct format for Google Docs. I do have a separate video for Microsoft Word.